it's Laynie and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, oh my goodness, I'm so glad you decided to stop by and hang out. And if you're returning to my channel, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Before we dive on into today's video, of course I have to ask, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and please click that subscribe button. Join the Lash Fam. You will not regret it. Today, I just decided I had to try this foundation out. I am so thankful that I decided to go browse my local Ulta, and they actually were giving out samples of the Filter Effect Morphe foundation. I've been watching videos on this, and I must say my interest is definitely peaked. Is that the word I'm looking for? My interest has been piqued. I think that's the word I'm looking for. I don't know. Pregnancy brain, okay? But I'm really curious about this because in some of the videos I've seen, people look so beautiful and they really do look like they have a filter on. I don't know, maybe they do. Who knows anymore? But I really want to give this a try. So if you want to see me give this a first impression, then just keep watching. I did see that my local Ulta, I'm guessing this has to be at all Ultas. I doubt it's just mine. Pardon my mirror. I doubt it's just mine. They were giving out these samples. They had a station of all the foundations. There's a ton of shades, which I think is so awesome. 40 shades. And unlike their last foundation launch, they looked like real people shades. I don't know, that last launch there were some real weird undertones going on in that foundation. So these shades actually looked like a good range. It looked like there was a good amount of undertones. And I saw that on this display they were also saying that if you bought a foundation, you would get a free brush. So I thought that was kind of cool because they did launch a brush with this. I believe they also launched a sponge. But I would honestly rather test things out first impression with a brush or sponge I'm used to, because I never feel like I should have to purchase a certain brush or a certain sponge to make a foundation work. This foundation is supposed to be a long-wearing, oil-free, natural finish that hydrates and blurs. I love a good blurring. I've got some pores going on here. There is hyaluronic acid, vitamin E, glycerin, so lots of good stuff in there. I am going to go in with my Pretty Fresh hyaluronic acid primer. I don't think this does a lot for blurring or anything crazy with my foundation, so I feel like it's a good neutral primer to start with. It's so tricky because I have to be able to see myself, but I also don't like to irritate you guys with the mirror. We've got the light to deep range in here. So awesome. I'm definitely going to go in with the light. And it looks like these are more neutral undertoned. It says light 3. Let me just see what that undertone is. Okay, I was totally wrong. Light 3 has pink undertones. Oh, that is my least favorite. I'm surprised they did that. If I was putting out a sample card, I would have put out a neutral undertone because it's like you can get away with kind of either of the 3 undertones. I will be going in with the brush that I use basically every single day. It is my go-to, the Luxie 532. I definitely don't want to use a sponge with this considering I only have this sample amount, so I cannot be wasting it. Okay, interesting. I don't really get super pink undertones in this one, thankfully. I feel like sometimes foundation companies take that pink undertone a little seriously, and you put it on and you're like, I don't think most people are literally pink, you know? Okay, that just blended right into the skin. Okay now. I love how it feels going on. It has a very cooling, moisturizing feel. Like I feel like I'm getting a drink of moisture as I apply it. Even with putting on that hydrating primer. And honestly, a little is going quite a long way. It says it's medium to full coverage. I think I'm gonna have to disagree there and go with more light medium. I'm sure you can build it up, but I feel like to get this to be full coverage, you would have to put on quite a bit of product. Like if you love a natural finish, you could stop there. I do like how far the product went, because I think this is a pretty stopping point, especially if I just went in with a good concealer. I could kind of fix my trouble areas here. This is very pretty. Oh dang. I was kind of hoping I wasn't gonna like it. Uh-oh. It was one of those I was like, I'm gonna try it, but I probably won't like it. I really didn't like their last one. I might have been wrong. I might have been wrong. I feel like my skin looks hydrated, but it doesn't look oily at all. It doesn't look super dewy, because my skin right now is leaning more dry since it's winter time, but in the summertime I get very, very oily. So far with how this is applying, I feel like this is one I could still use in the summertime. Maybe just a little bit of a mattifying primer or a good blotting powder throughout the day, because it's not at all oily looking. It's just very natural, soft, that kind of lit within, my skin is hydrated appearance. It does look just a little cakey around the nostril here, just like the pigment is kind of clinging, a little strange right there. But I have seen much, much, much worse. So I did go in with more, and I'm very happy with the coverage. I even have a little bit left in here, which is impressive. I don't know, I think you'd have to really work to get this one to be full coverage. I feel like full coverage has some pretty high expectations when you put that on there. So I don't think I would consider this full coverage. In my trouble area, which has been dark under eyes, and again, I should Google this because I've been mentioning it in a lot of videos, but I'm pretty sure this is called melasma, where you get little dots on your face from being pregnant. So I have these like dots. My dots are not really brown though. They're more like a gray tone, which is kind of weird. But anyways, I'd like to pretend they're freckles because I like freckles. So I am going to go in with some concealer. That little bit of concealer made all the difference. This is such a pretty coverage to me. Honestly, like, I feel like it's covering everything I need it to. I don't have any severe rosacea or anything like that. If you have those skin troubles and have tried this foundation, please let us know down below. Like, if you have acne or you have rosacea or scarring that you really want to cover, let everybody know down below what your thoughts are when you tried this. I would be really curious. But I feel really happy with this. It really kind of neutralized everything, evened everything out, a little concealer, and I feel like it looks really, really, really good. Okay, brows are on. I feel like a human being again. What do I think of this foundation? Ooh, does it look just a little tiny bit heavy in a couple spots? Yes. But is there something so pretty about how it's sitting on my pores and the amount of light coming through? Yes. I think Morphe did a really, really good job with this foundation. Like, a really good job. I think this would look really good in pictures. Let's test it out. Let's try it both ways. It looks good in pictures. You guys, I really like this foundation. Compared to Morphe's last foundation, I feel like this is such a huge improvement. I actually can see why people are hyping this one up. I don't think it's all just YouTube hype. It honestly looks really, really pretty. My skin does look filtered, especially in my pore area. It really does. My blush application looks so smooth, and the amount of radiance is really pretty. So I'm honestly really impressed with this. I might be picking it up at my local Ulta because I like this one. I do. I like this one, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this quick little first impression. Let me know, like I said, if you've tried this, what you thought of it. I would love to hear more from you guys. And that is all for today's video. As always, please try to stay positive, because at the end of the day, that is truly all we can try to do. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.